delivered from Kyoto Researchers Gun. Hello, let's start the Researchers Gun. I'm Nipio. Okay. In this program, I introduce you researchers in various fields from all over the universe every day. Today's researcher is Naoyoshi KACHI.
My name is Nadi. My name is Naoyoshi KACHI. Please call me Nadi. I'm from Kyoto University.
Hi. Yo. Up. Up. Yeah. Up. 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 Oh. I'm glad to see you, Nadi.
I'm glad to see you too.
Okay. Today's researcher's key phrase are these three.
Okay.
Yo. Okay. First key phrase is this one. Regeneration of articular cartilage. Okay. Could you explain this key phrase?
Okay. This is the main theme of my research.
Yeah.
The cartilage is something like soft bone.
Soft bone.
Soft bone, yes, and it is in your ears and your noses and makes the shapes of these tissues. And also the cartilage is in the joint. Oh. And the cartilage makes the movement of the joint smooth. And this kind of cartilage we call the articular cartilage.
Oh, articular cartilage.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I see. Yeah, why the regeneration of cartilage is important?
Yes.
Articular cartilage.
Articular cartilage, yes. Generally, the cartilage has very limited potential of healing. Because the component of the cartilage is largely water. And there are very few cells in the cartilage. So the regeneration medicine of the cartilage is very important.
Yeah. How the research of regeneration of cartilage developed?
Okay. As for the normal cartilage, such as ear and nose, the clinical application is already established. But as for the articular cartilage, the clinical application has not been established yet. Because the articular joint has a very low frictional property. The regenerated cartilage needs to have low frictional property. So it is difficult to regenerate the articular cartilage. And we are trying to regenerate such articular cartilage with low frictional function.
Okay. How do you regenerate articular cartilage?
Okay. How to regenerate the articular cartilage is that the cartilage cells are taken from the original cartilage tissue. And the cells are seated on the culture scaffold. Scaffold is what the cells adhere and that makes the initial structure.
Scaffold.
Scaffold, yes.
Could you explain the detail of scaffold?
The culture scaffold is very important for the regeneration medicine. Without the scaffold, the cells do not survive, and the tissue is not regenerated. So it's very important. And there are three features for the scaffold, especially for the scaffold for the articular cartilage. The first is biological affinity.
Biological
affinity. And the second is mechanical strength. In the clinical application, the scaffold needs to support the mechanical load during the rehabilitation after the transplanting the cartilage tissue.
Yes.
So the scaffold should be strong in somehow. The third is good proliferation and good tissue regeneration in the scaffold. These three features are very important for the scaffold, and we focused on the fibrin sponge as a scaffold for the articular cartilage regeneration. The fibrin is one of the components of silk, and it's very famous for the surgery. And we make sponge structure from the fibrin, and this, yes.
Okay. Okay. I understand. Your research is very important. Yeah.
Thank you.
What is the goal of your research?
Okay. In our laboratory,
Yeah.
our vision is to make the what will be used for the clinical application. So our goal is the regenerated articular cartilage we regenerate are actually used for the clinical application. That is our goal.
Okay. Okay. Let's move to second key phrase.
Okay.
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 Second key phrase is importance of observation. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Could you explain
Okay.
this key phrase?
Okay. One of the problem of regeneration medicine is we cannot know what is going on in the regeneration process. Once the cartilage cells are seated in the fibrin sponge, the scaffold, it is impossible to observe over time. And I think to observe the cell behavior in the fibrin sponge is very important to understand the regeneration process. And to achieve this, I'm trying to establish an experimental system in which the cell behavior in the fibrin sponge is simulated. In the system, the two-dimensional micropattern, which has a similar structure as three-dimensional fibrin sponge, it's made using transparent material.
Yeah.
And this micropattern is coated with fibrin solution. Then the cartilage cells are seated in the micropattern. Because the micropattern is transparent, the behavior of the cells can be seen under the microscope.
Yeah.
So this experimental system enables us to observe the cell behavior in the three-dimensional fibrin sponge.
Yeah.
I am going to elucidate what is happening in the fibrin sponge using this system. Yes. Sorry. And I think there are a lot of ways to see cell behavior in the scaffold, and my method, as I said, is one of the most simple and direct one.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. You think observation is very important.
Okay.
Why do you think so?
Okay. This is my very personal feeling.
Yeah.
But in the science, especially in regeneration medicine, to observe directly should be more and more carried out. And when we are junior high school or high school student, we observe a lot of creatures such as killfish or frogs in the biology class.
Yeah.
And we made a lot of discovery by observing it. And in past science history, a lot of big discovery comes from such observation. So this kind of observation should be done more and more in the academic research. That is my feeling.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, could you tell me one example of observation in your research?
Okay. I say about the cell movement.
Oh, cell movement.
Cell movement.
Yeah.
Also, the cell movement is very slow, very, very slow.
Oh.
But they are somehow moving. And if you take pictures of the cells every 10 minutes and see it continuously, you realize how fast the cell is moving. It is very exciting. That is one example of observation in my research.
Oh, well, it's a very interesting. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, let's move to third key phrase.
Okay.
Okay, third key phrase is new knowledge and new experiment. Experiment. Okay. What does it mean? New knowledge.
New knowledge.
New experiment.
Yes, I love the new knowledge and the new experiment.
Oh.
Originally my major is mechanical engineering, and when I entered the university, I studied the mechanical engineering. But when I was the fourth grade in the university, I choose which laboratory to enter, and I found the current laboratory. Then I found the current laboratory.
Oh, yeah.
In this laboratory, the regeneration medicine was researched. And there are many researchers from various backgrounds in the research in this laboratory, such as doctor or rehabilitation professional. And they studied together for one thing or one thing. And for me, it was very much attractive, and I felt that there must be a new knowledge, a new experiment other than the mechanical engineering. That's why I'm studying the regeneration medicine.
Oh, it sounds very exciting laboratory.
Yes,
Laboratory.
indeed. Yes.
Oh. Okay. What do you think you will be done in 10 years?
10 years. It's a difficult question, but maybe I'm traveling a lot of countries and working somehow in each country. That is my dream.
Oh, it's very interesting.
Yeah. Because I love the new experience. The new countries. In new countries, one new experience.
One
this
country,
is my
one
experience. This is my catchphrase.
Which country do you want to go?
There is 3 countries I'm interested in. The first is America. Also, America is very big countries. And the second is Nigeria in Africa. It's very exciting country. And the third is Jamaica in South America.
Okay, thank you. It's time to go now.
Sorry. It's very pity.
Thank you very much.
You are welcome.
It was very interesting interview. Thank you.
Me too. Thank you.
Okay, that's it for today's Researcher's Gun. See you tomorrow.
See you.
See you. Bye bye.
Stop.
おめでとうございます。